starting how to manifest, make your dreams a reality in 40 days. Laura Chung. I don't know if I said that right. Introduction. Intention. My intention for this book is to share my knowledge and wisdom with you on how to co-create your dream life with a higher power. You can call this higher power a life force, energy, the force, the universe, God, goddess, spirit, or the divine. It is the energy in all things. Manifesting is the process of your co-creating your life with a higher power. It is a work of art created by that co-creation, a combination of how you live and the expression of your love for something that is important to you. This love could find its shape in a career, a legacy, or some other kind of purpose. It's the intention that drives you forward every day. When you offer it to the world, you are giving something that is incredibly important to you. In exchange, you will receive everything you need automatically. That is because giving and receiving are one and the same. It's a fact of nature. It's a universal law. This book is about peeling back the layers of yourself and the search for acceptance and validation. Some of us forget the type of flower we were meant to bloom into from the seed that was planted when we were born. In the accumulating amnesia of our day-to-day lives, we might have decided that it would be best to be daisies, but there are innumerable types of seeds and innumerable kinds of people that we could become. Those of us who have awakened have realized that being the same limits our infinite potential. Not everyone is meant to become a daisy. And when we let go of that expectation, there is no limit to the unique beauty that we can find in ourselves as we begin to understand our strongest personal motivations. I offer my own unique perspective on manifestation, one that encompasses both Eastern and Western philosophies. It includes practices and ideas from my studies in psychology, quantum physics, and energy healing, the universal laws, and astrology to help guide you in co-creating your dream life from a place of wholeness. Manifestation as a concept has been around for thousands of years through various ancient systems. It has gained popularity through popular books and films such as The Secret, with social media being the focal point of how we disseminate and consume information. Manifestation gurus, books, mantras, and the like are at the forefront of our culture. So if there is a plethora of information about manifestation, then why are people still struggling? I don't want to oversimplify this phenomenon because there are so many variables at play, but I believe people struggle even after learning about manifestation because this practice is often seen as an individual endeavor in two major ways. First, the kind of manifestation that proliferates on social media is often focused on the ego and the self, as opposed to co-creating with a higher power and changing the paradigm we currently live in. Secondly, it doesn't address the important work of healing our belief in scarcity and our fear of not having enough. So many of us keep trying to manifest the same things without truly disrupting the world we live in today. Without wishing for a world that is truly equitable for all, we are left to struggle for superficial comforts. The kind of manifestation we will learn about together emphasizes abundance as a collective and communal achievement where you create for the whole and not just for self. I hope that in realizing your individual dreams, you will be part of creating a generative and abundant ecosystem for all that removes hierarchical structures and emphasizes a world in which everyone has the means to realize their personal visions. Manifestation is a creative energy, and in order to tap into that energy, you must feel safe and secure. And when you are dealing with these issues, it's extremely difficult to achieve the results you're seeking. To achieve a more holistic view of creation, we will take into account some systemic issues such as intergenerational trauma, colonization, and racism that prevent us from manifesting effectively. I've spoken to hundreds of BIPOC people who feel frustrated and excluded because they haven't figured out how to manifest. I want to talk about the intersectionality here because some aspects of my identity are oppressed and some are privileged. I grew up in an affluent suburb outside of Manhattan and graduated with a master's degree. I am cisgendered, able-bodied Asian woman. While I've experienced racism and microaggressions my entire life, I still hold privilege. I believe that BIPOC people have been made to believe that we are the minority and that some of our countries are poor. But our cultures are rich, our communities are rich, and our ancestries are rich. Part of this practice includes redefining what wealth, prosperity, and richness mean to us individually and collectively. Even though I won't be able to speak to all the marginalized and disenfranchised groups, I do hope that my book will give those who read this a different perspective on manifestation. We are manifesting all the time. The question is, are you creating the life you want to live? This book aims at helping you to shift from a belief in scarcity to one of love and abundance, to heal your perceptions and allow you to see an abundant world, and to believe that you can manifest anything that your soul feels aligned to. The best part is that you don't have to do this alone. That is why this is a co-creation. You always have access to guidance. When you can step into the receptive and intuitive part of yourself, you will have the ability to tap into the infinite potential that is within you and all around you. You have everything you need within yourself to manifest the life of your dreams for the highest good for all involved. At this point in our human consciousness, we have access to more information than ever before. We are living during a pivotal time in our evolution when humans and our Mother Earth need healing, which starts at the individual level. When we awaken to our infinite potential and are in alignment with our true north, we create a ripple effect that heals not only ourselves, but our ancestral lineages. This book is for the dreamers, the change makers, healers, artists, storytellers, and lovers who believe in a future that is more inclusive, diverse, and abundant for all. This book is for everyone, including people who look like me and who are first-generation Americans in the United States who come from immigrant parents. Manifestation is an inside job. The universe doesn't give you what you want, it gives you who you are. And sometimes it takes time until you are ready for it. If it's money you are manifesting, take this time to learn about money and the wealth mindset. More important, take this opportunity to investigate your beliefs surrounding money and any negative feelings you might have about money. If you're manifesting love, take this time while you're waiting for the one to build self-confidence and worthiness within yourself first. Once you manifest something or someone, you'll want to be able to hold on. To do that, to enjoy the good things you've called into your life. It's so important to avoid the pitfalls of self-sabotage. I live by the Hermetic principles of as within, so without, as above, so below. Hermeticism is a set of religious and spiritual beliefs based on the writings of the Hermes Trismegistus. This ancient philosophy claims to predate all religions and is the basis of all religious beliefs. Hermeticism claims that the path to enlightenment is through the harmonization of the elements with the body and mind. Your inner world reflects your outer world, and what we experience at the macro level affects us at the micro level. It's based on the principle of oneness and that nothing is separate. This is a 40-day journey. In Kundalini Yoga, we practice a Kriya, a series of postures or practices for 40 days straight to break a habit and form new ones. There are many spiritual references to the significance of 40 days. For instance, Christians fast for 40 days during Lent. There are many cultures around the world that reference 40 days as a significant amount of time for renewal, rebirth, and transformation, as well as seeking spiritual truth. I'm writing this under the beams of a Venus retrograde. Venus is the planet of love, beauty, money, and attraction, just to name a few. Venus retrogrades for 40 days and 40 nights. You are on a 40-day journey to discover what's been holding you back and what's been blocking the many blessings that are your birthright. The word wealth shares its etymological roots with health and well-being. Health, wealth, and well-being is our natural state, so it's up to us to investigate where the blocks are that prevent us from living in it. This process of investigation is presented in a step-by-step way, but the journey is not linear. For the purposes of time and coherence, I organized it in a linear way, but there's no right or wrong way to manifest. I'm a visual and feeling-based manifester, while you might be more auditory. Some people really manifest through affirmations or scripting. My advice is to try it all and take what works for you, leaving what does not. Each day you will read the lesson for the day and do the practice. If you feel called to go deeper, there is a guide for that as well. The intention of this whole journey is to have fun and enjoy the process. My wish for you is that if you get anything out of this book, it will be an ability to shift your beliefs and see your present circumstances in a different way. We are in the business of healing the past, shaking off limiting perceptions, and getting rid of a belief in scarcity. And together will not only improve your life and your ability to pursue your dreams, but also add joy, peace, healing, and abundance to this world. I believe that when more of us feel this way, we'll gain the ability to change the world in new and powerful ways. Thank you for taking this journey with me, and I'm so excited for what we'll accomplish together.